Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Writes. We're working on Lucky Gold here. Uh, a little bit of segue, something has happened with the story. We have the ancient king come back to life, sort of. He's at least starting to whisper things through the mask, and we're moving right along, to say the least. All right. Is indeed. Applied in tones of soft British service. After all, I've brought enough for two. Will the gentleman be joining us? He will. In fact, we'll eat right here, Heather said, and made an expansive. The British woman didn't bat an eye. Shall I have a dining table brought out? Oh, I think we can, I think we can use something smaller. Heather replied. Just a late dinner. Late or early? No, never mind. I'll have things brought out. Daniel watched her go and tried to figure out her role. She knew Heather. That didn't account for the familiarity and reserve in their relationship. Friend of yours? Daniel asked. It's gone. Had left for the hotel room. My butler. The room came with it, Heather said. She's been very helpful. That does sound like luck. I've been thinking of taking her into personal service when I have to leave. That's nice. Whenever the casino decides it can't get its money back, Heather replied, confidently. That's happened before? Twice. I was asked to leave. I was asked to leave and not come back. Twice, elsewhere. Alright, we're setting up a good back and forth here. They're talking more about her and things and stuff, and it's not quite feeling quite so strained. I think I need to intersect this with, she's been very helpful. And edged over to take a look beneath the silver trays. Steak and seafood. Sat beneath the first. Twice asked her, I was asked to leave and not come back, Heather said, and lifted the second tray to reveal a gorgeous lasagna that would make that made the his arteries shriek. That made his mouth water in memory, and his arteries shriek. This looks great. Do you think she'd mind if I... She probably would. You're, yeah. Do you know much about butlers? A little, Daniel admitted. I've run into a number of them over the years. They're all much the same on the outside. They're all much the same on the outside. That's part of the job. That's part of the job. It's when you step wrong, you see a glimpse of who they really are. And have you? Heather asked, as she settled the silver covering back atop her dinner. I mean, really upset them? See what they are like? It's happened, he said. and shrugged. You can't get through life being everyone's friend. Which is always true, of course. You can't please everybody, and trying to makes you look like an idiot sometimes. And sometimes people don't want to be your friend. Be straight up with that. It's when you're younger, you don't have that perspective. Or maybe you do. It depends. People are different. We're trying to write realistic people. He is trying to be solicitous of her and, his job and make sure that she invests in his things. And, she's also obviously very lonely up at the top, and he doesn't like that either. And they're sharing back and forth in a more honest way than it was before, where they're just kind of stumbling over things. I like that. Get through life being everyone's friends. It helps that she's more open with him, or at least acting, not necessarily more open, because she's still keeping a secret, but he knows she's keeping a secret, and that makes her seem more real to him, being everyone's friend. Trying to do so is folly. Some don't want it. Some don't even understand it. Some don't want it. Some don't even understand it. What do you mean? Haven't you had science-related tussles with colleagues who want more credit than they are due? I'm doing too much British than they deserve. I will eventually get Daniel's voice down. I swear it. That's just something that takes practice. And that's why, again, you have a first draft. First draft, you're going to try a lot of different things. And the second one, you'll understand what you're doing. You watched her eyes flick up and left. To her left. Memories. That was one of the first things he'd learned about watching people. They all accessed memories differently, but the most common was the up and left gesture. But the most common was the up and left movement of the eye. The exceptions were always interesting. He knew a woman with photographic recall, who possessed photographic recall, and to her and her memory motions were a fixed eye upon the distance, a fixed and unseeing eye upon the distance, as she wandered through her mind to retrieve very detailed memory. Okay, I understand. What is it? And yeah, not everyone helpful. Well, he certainly is. And is. Her contract is with the casino. I know. She knows. I know. We've discussed it. Oh. Well. That should be fine then. As long as everything is out in the open. Daniel began to say, and felt the rush of a headache brew. Rush of an ache brew. Not a headache. Something just behind his right eye. Pulsing. It made these silver tray covers shine in brilliant aura. Shine in a brilliant aura of rainbow colors. Abruptly, he found himself sitting, which was strange, and Heather hovering near, which was stranger. What? He wobbled. Tired and achy. Long day, he said. And hungry. Hungry too? She asked. Tilted her head toward their waiting dinner. That might let me throw off the yeah, I could eat. It'd make me a little less tired, he said, and let her help him to his feet. They shuffled over to a bench nearby. What was the old axiom? Sometimes a shower can substitute for sleep. Can put off sleep. Sometimes dinner can do the same, but you can't substitute dinner for a shower. Heather said. The old transitive property doesn't apply. Life isn't math. She blinked at that. Cast a glance toward the hotel room. Yeah, I guess not. We returned with a table on rollers. Pushed along the top rollers. That went to place beside the bench. And then, after a flurry of silverware, napkins, their meals were revealed. Daniel tried to seem impressed a second time. Given how closely Kingsley was peaked. He said to Heather. I was hungry. I was hungry. But you didn't sample. I've got willpower. Rapidly going to Heather. Heather said, and then let's stuff the first forkful into her mouth. The spasm of joy from her told volumes of both appetite and what do you want to call that? Volumes of both appetite and discipline. They ate and talked a little. There didn't seem to be a need for. Didn't seem to be just then. Every bit of the steak was delicious. Okay, I don't know steak type. Awesome. That was that was long flavored. Marinated well and put on a single flip for cooking. And cooked on the grill with only a single flip, which is apparently something of an art form. I wouldn't know. I don't cook very well. And let's just be honest, I don't. I can fake it though, and I'm going to do it by looking some other stuff up on the web about how to cook steak. And that's the great thing about having the internet in this day and age. I don't have to go out and buy books or talk to other chefs and try to piece something together. I can get a lot of instantaneous knowledge from fairly good sources. You always want to check your sources, though, about how to cook and how it's done. You can get some of the best chefs, little blurbs and bits that you can in fact fit together. Because Daniel is also not a chef, so yeah, he'll know some things and not others, and it's his point of view that we want on this. Was done far too soon, really. He felt like serene. Dessert? We asked. Oh no. Heather replied, "This is enough. A mint, maybe." There were mints. Wafer thin. Two of them, wafer thin. They melted in the mouth. Shall I make up a room for the gentleman? Asked as she bussed away the softly. It was an interesting question, subtle with the implications. Oh, I don't know. Heather said, "Do you already have a room here?" No, I hadn't gotten one yet. And I had another room across town. Near the airport. All right, and felt a distant throb come and go. I mean, all my stuff is there. All my stuff is there. Hmm. Can we get him a room? I asked. Of course. Ainsley replied, I shall take care of it. I shall take care of it. and have his bags brought over. She really is the best, Heather said to Daniel. And he caught a brief smile from. So, I'll see you in about 10 hours. Sure, he replied. I'm not going anywhere till the car issue. Okay, I'm not going anywhere till the car issue. Great. Until then. See you then, replied and stood, casting. But there was hesitation to her as she approached the entrance to her hotel room. The leading to her hotel suite. Leading. Okay. My God. Did he really make that good an impression? Then she was gone. He was left staring. All right, she had also made a really good impression. Didn't exactly know how, and his brain was too fuzzy to pursue the why of it. This way, sir, as he said, and led him to a service elevator. Right. The guest elevator probably required a key she didn't have. We'll get you set. Thank you, he replied, and let her lead him. He didn't have much energy to do. He didn't have to do anything else. Okay, now do we hop to Gus? Yeah, third view when people come for Daniel's bags. He's busy polishing his silver, uses that to tag along. He's showered, shaved, and raided the minibar. Expensive, but who cares? All right, so that's that. I don't know. We're going somewhere with this. We'll see where it ends up. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay safe and take care out there, all right? Thanks.